Have you ever had something really important to say? Something you just knew people would appreciate and be grateful for? But then when you tried to communicate this, it just didn't sound right? Those ideas sound fantastic in our minds, but for some reason when we try to translate our thoughts into words, they somehow lose a lot of their power. Maybe it's how we respond to people as we're delivering the message. Maybe we get halfway through our message and it looks like our listeners are getting impatient or they don't quite see where we're going. Or worse, we get halfway through and somebody hijacks the conversation, leaving us stranded. Sure, you could get aggressive and try to force people to listen to your entire message, but this usually backfires. You might try bribing people somehow, entice them to simply be quiet while you talk, but that will just get them focused on what you've promised rather than your message. The secret of effective communication is always to speak first in terms of benefits rather than the other way around. To make this even more powerful, consider putting your benefits in terms of what you know your audience will be interested in rather than what you think they'll be interested in. If you lead your communication by first asking them what's important and then telling them how they can get it, they'll be much more likely to listen to your entire message. Then all you've got to do is simply phrase your idea in terms of what they'll get out of it based on what they've told you that they wanted. Not only will this make them much more interested in what you've got to say, so you don't have to fight for their attention, but they'll also be much more likely to agree with whatever it is you're suggesting. The step-by-step procedure is fairly simple. First, simply create rapport. Get them to feel comfortable talking to you. Next, use some open-ended questions that are focused on what they are interested in, what they would like to achieve. Then, simply explain your ideas, starting first by showing them that by listening to you and understanding your idea, they'll get exactly what they want. Notice how this is much different than how most people communicate. Most people start off with a half-baked idea, blurt it out, and hope for the best. Simply by taking a few moments to pre-frame your message, you will have a much higher chance of getting it heard and getting it accepted. That way, you'll easily be able to create faster and easier agreement with people anywhere you go. To learn exactly how in specific detail and learn to become even more persuasive, please visit mindpersuasion.com today.